All right, everybody, welcome back to Cool Sports Chat. Today it's looks like me and Bobby. Bobby, what jersey are you wearing today? Oh, Captain Bob, your
Yeah.
own jersey. All right, so let's get into today's moves. Not as many, but we'll definitely see some more, especially once we get closer to the draft. Kind of out of the quarterback news today, we saw Mason Rudolph signing with the Tennessee
Yep.
Titans. So a little, I don't know, insurance behind Will Levis, I suppose. And then Joe Flacco. Other big news today was he went to Indianapolis. So we got a little bit of quarterback news there. Let's look into running back, see what we got. I don't know if we had any big running backs. One we didn't mention the other day though was DJ Dallas. He signed with the Arizona Cardinals. So that is a signing for depth purposes mainly for Arizona. Oh, one quarterback I did forget too. Brett Rippon signed with Chicago to be a backup of sorts there. Now, kind of the big news today. Yesterday, we did have obviously a lot of news going on with running backs. Derrick Henry being the biggest. Today was receivers. We saw Calvin Ridley signing with the Tennessee Titans. 4
hmm
years, $92 million. He is older than one AJ Brown was when they decided to let him go. So that's interesting there. Darnell Mooney is another one we didn't talk about yesterday, signing with the Atlanta Falcons. Falcons adding some depth there. Let's see. We got a lot of re-signings too. Noah Brown, Kendrick Bourne, re-signing with their respective teams. Matt Collins filling a wide receiver hole with New England. I don't know if we mentioned Devin Duvernay the other day, but he ended up signing with Jacksonville. So I know there was a lot of talk of Ridley going back to Jacksonville, obviously, before he signed, but I think just kind of based on who they were signing, that was not going to happen. Isaiah McKenzie's going to the Giants. So
hmm
Giants making some moves. Tight end, as far as they go, we see Noah Fant. He re-signed with Seattle Seahawks a few days ago. Here you go. Bobby Adam Troutman re-signing with the
Yep.
Denver
Yep.
Broncos.
Yep.
Do you want to tell us about that one? Are you happy about that
Yeah.
move?
We needed him at the tight end position. So he's a big body, you know,
Right.
catch over people.
And then Austin Hooper signing with the New England Patriots. So they're getting a tight end because their tight end last year, Pharaoh Brown, is going to Seattle, a 1 year deal. I should say one of their tight ends. Charlie Warner going to Atlanta.
Yep.
Irv Smith signing with the Kansas City Chiefs. So those are some moves for tight end. O line. I don't think there's any that we haven't covered. Let me check. All right, let's go to defensive positions. We'll start defensive lineman. Sheldon Rankins today signed with the Cincinnati Bengals. So a big move to kind of boost up their defense. Obviously, knowing who's in their division, they can have a good defense. Shelby Harris is re-signing with the Cleveland Browns, another former Denver
Yep.
Bronco. He was, in fact, part of the Russell Wilson trade. He went to Seattle, and then he has moved around, and now he's going back to Cleveland, where he played last year. Let's see. Raekwon Davis going to Indianapolis. Let's see. Edge defenders. Let's see what happened. We talked about Danielle Hunter going to Texans yesterday. Let's see if there is any. I don't know if we talked about Zadarius Smith re-signing with Cleveland Browns. So again, Cleveland really trying to focus on their defense currently. Leonard Floyd signing with the San Francisco 49ers. Andrew Van Ginkel going from Miami to Minnesota Vikings.
Mm-hmm.
So Minnesota also kind of focusing on building their defense. Obviously, we know they got some quarterback issues to kind of iron out this year, but I think they'll at least play a good defense here. Might be it from the defensive line. Let's go to linebackers. Let's see if there's any we forgot. Levante David's re-signing with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan Brooks going from Seattle to the Miami Dolphins. Another kind of big signing, or at least for Seattle Seahawks fans. Bobby Wagner once again leaves in free agency. He did it a few years ago, went to the Rams. This time he's going to the Washington Commanders and will be playing for Dan Quinn once again. So I guess that one does kind of make sense in the long run of things. Jordan Hicks going to Cleveland Browns again. Another team, like I said earlier, focusing on their defense. And then we will go to cornerbacks. Still no news out of L'Jarius Sneed. Obviously, he was franchise tagged. I think a lot of people were expecting him to be traded. It might be a draft day type of situation where we have to wait for him to get traded. Sean Murphy Bunting going to the Arizona Cardinals. Ronald Darby going to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Dane Jackson. So, they traded a Jackson. That was a defensive back yesterday. They're getting another defensive back with Jackson as their last name today in Carolina. So, Meek Robertson signing with Detroit Lions. Jeff Okuda going to Houston Texans. Go to safeties. Might have done most of it. Darnell Savage might be one that we missed the other day, but he is going to Jacksonville. Jeremy Chin, I know we talked about him yesterday, but again going to Washington. Taylor Rapp re-signed Buffalo Bills. Jordan Poyer, one of the big name safeties, going to Miami. So, Bobby, how are you feeling with the Broncos currently?
I want to see. I want to see if maybe if we can get a quarterback, maybe in the free agency. I think they're waiting maybe if Justin Fields gets cut or something and sign him cheap.
Yeah, I mean, I know there's a lot of talk about the market for Justin Fields isn't there, but maybe the market was never supposed to be there. Maybe the Bears are gonna actually be shopping the number one pick. We will find out.
Yep.
We'll kind of run down the Denver Broncos picks, or Denver Bronco moves in free agency so far. We saw him release Russell Wilson, honestly. Biggest news so far for them. Second biggest would probably be the release of Justin Simmons.
Yep.
And then they did release tight end Chris Manhertz. Now they have re-signed safety PJ Locke.
Yep.
They signed Brandon Jones, another safety, so kind of replacing in a way Justin Simmons there. They re-signed Will Lutz, who spent a couple minutes on the Jacksonville Jaguars. At least if rumors would be true. It doesn't sound like he actually agreed to go there, but rumor mill will be a rumor mill. They also re-signed Michael Burton, fullback. And then they signed defensive lineman Malcolm Roach, former New Orleans Saint.
Yep.
re-signed Adam Troutman tight end and re-signed wide receiver Lil Jordan Humphrey. So, Bobby, what is the biggest addition you think and the biggest subtraction for the
Biggest, I think
Broncos?
we should, subtraction. I think we should have kept. I think we should have kept Justin Simmons. Maybe he was a heck of a player, you know.
Yeah.
Or try to sign him to under a contract, you know, lesser contract.
Now, who do you think was the biggest addition for the Broncos, Bobby?
Ugh. I think the guy from Miami was the biggest addition.
The safety, Brennan Jones.
Yeah,
Yeah, according to Dan, who's our kind of Dolphin insider, we'll say, he if he can be coached the right way and fill in line, he should be a decent addition to the Broncos. So, yeah, that might be a long term one we look back on and say, hey, that was a good signing. Now, you're talking quarterbacks. Bobby, is there a quarterback you really like in the draft?
I like JJ McCarthy. The kid's a winner. I mean, he's a champion.
Yeah, out of
Taught by Jim
Michigan.
Harbaugh. And Jim Harbaugh used to be an NFL coach, so
And once again, an NFL coach. He's with the
yeah,
Chargers. So
yep.
now, do you think they'll have to move up, or do you think JJ
I
will
think we're
fall
gonna
to
move
him?
up. I think we go up to maybe 7, 8, maybe to get him.
Do you think Cortland Sutton is going to be part of the trade package to
No,
move
he's
up?
not. We're gonna keep him. He's not being part of that. No,
You think so?
he already said no today. They're not shopping him.
I mean, they can say that, but it can always change.
Right, right. Maybe closer to draft day, get something for him. Maybe
Yeah, I mean, if you can pair a couple picks, so you can put
picks
Cortland
for him.
Sutton,
Yeah,
move up, maybe. If you really want JJ and you're afraid that maybe a Minnesota or Las Vegas will take him,
yep.
yeah, might be worth it. How do you think the teams in your division have done, Bobby,
I
as
think
far
they
as
did
the
okay.
Raiders, Chiefs, and Chargers?
I think Baltimore has gotten stronger the way they look.
Yeah, I mean, at least on offense with
Offense has
Derrick
gotten
Henry for
stronger.
sure.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah,
Kansas City. I don't know. Kansas City's right there still too. But I think it's going to take us a couple of years to get back to where we were.
well, let's look at the Raiders since they're in your division, Bobby.
Yep.
They re-signed running back Amir Abdullah.
Yep.
They released quarterback Brian Hoyer as well as quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo
Yep.
because they signed quarterback Gardner Minshew to compete for that number one job.
Yep.
They re-signed center Andre James,
Mm-hmm.
released defensive lineman Jerry Tillery. Then they signed some people's number one defensive player this free agency period, Christian Wilkins from Miami, to a 4-year, $110 million deal.
Yep.
Today they did release Hunter Renfro, wide receiver, fan favorite. You feel like he'll catch on somewhere, not sure where. And then they signed tight end Harrison Bryant. So that was your Raiders. As far as what the Chargers are doing, Bobby, we see releasing linebacker Eric Kendricks, who
Eckler's
I think,
gone.
yeah, I think Kendricks signed with the Cowboys today,
Yep.
marking their first free agent signing. So there we go, Dallas, you're on the board
Yep.
because I'm not counting. We just got a notification about Eric Kendricks too.
Yep.
All right, scratch that, Cowboys. You are off the board. Breaking news: Eric Kendricks actually has changed his mind. Will sign with. Oh wait, no, he will sign with the Cowboys. JK, guys, we already got it. So apparently somewhere it said that he was signed with the 49ers, but I already seen the Cowboys. I thought it was flipped.
Yep.
So Cowboys are back on the board. My mistake. But they did sign running back Gus Edwards, who he might be on your fantasy team, Bob. I know somebody has him, but I feel
Yep.
like he might be on yours.
Yep.
And then signing tight end Will Disley. Re-sign Lohi Gilman, safety. Releasing tackle Andrew Trainer, cornerback AJ Uzo didn't. I'm going to mess that one up.
Yep.
Released, and big news from them today. They obviously were in some cap purgatory. Some of the teams, Broncos were one of them. Chargers were pretty bad. They did end up releasing Mike Williams
Yep.
today, restructuring Khalil Mack. So that helped get them under the cap for now. They'll probably make some more moves if they do want to make any signings or trades or anything like that.
Yeah.
As far as the Chiefs, like we talked about earlier, they did franchise tag cornerback L'Jarius Sneed. They released wide receiver Marquez Valdez Scantling.
Mm-hmm.
And then re-signed linebacker Drew Tranquil. Re-signed defensive lineman Chris Jones, which was a massive deal. 5 years, $158 million. Signed tight end Irv Smith, re-signed safety Deion Bush, and re-signed defensive lineman Mike Pennell. So that is what the Chiefs did. Bobby, out of those, obviously the Chiefs are going to probably win that division. Which of those teams do you think the Broncos have the best shot at hopping next year?
Oh God. Maybe the Chiefs. I think if we play, I think if we get the right people in there, the right quarterback, I think we can hop. We can hop Kansas City.
So you think Broncos going to number one?
Yes.
All right, you guys heard it here first from
McCarthy.
Bobby. All right, so Bobby, what you gotta do, sit back a little bit so we can see you in frame, and then just tell people again what the Broncos are going to do. What are they going to do next year?
I think they're going to hop the Chiefs with JJ McCarthy next year.
So Broncos are coming out number one.
Yep.
AFC West.
That's right.
All right, there you go, guys. We got a prediction from Bobby. So if you guys are betting people and you want to get early on, because I think they're pretty low down. So if that does happen, I think the outcome of what you'll win is big. Another thing I guess we didn't list off was the trading of wide receiver Jerry Jeudy.
Yeah.
Which it definitely seems like some of the Bronco correspondents are quite happy for.
JJ didn't do much,
Yeah, I heard Mark Schler the other day.
Oh,
just absolutely.
I agree with him.
Apart. You agree with him?
I agree with what he said. And I agree with what Mecklenburg said, too.
About Steve Smith.
Yep.
Just a guy.
Yep.
Yeah, so that is that's some news. We'll see what moves the Broncos make. Obviously, they're kind of cash strapped. So, Engine 46, Bobby, what's going on?
Yep.
Live update. Is there an accident?
Huh?
What's going on with Engine 46?
No, they've been having accidents already. They're starting to.
Oh, I know. For anyone that doesn't know, we are in Colorado.
Yeah, don't drive stupid.
Yeah, we're supposed to get a pretty big snowstorm.
26 inches.
Yeah, we'll see if it actually happens. Kind of the rule of thumb is if they say it's a big snowstorm, it's not. If they say it'll be small, it is.
Yeah.
But we'll see. People are already acting crazy. Bobby, give us an update on how King Soopers was today.
Oof. It was busy, really busy. I did carts for 5 hours today, from 7 to when I left. People are going for carts right and left. We were out of bananas. We were out of, oh God, a lot of stuff, produce, a lot of toilet paper, milk.
Now they realize it might only be like a day of snow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're acting like they're gonna be snowed in for like years.
Yep.
How was the milk, eggs, and bread?
Gone. You name
All
it.
of them?
Milk was pretty much gone. Eggs was pretty much gone. Water, you name it, was gone.
Did you see any fights in the parking lots
No
today?
people honking at each other though.
Honking.
It's like
They
really.
weren't like somebody come up to take a buggy and then someone else like tries to fight it out of their
Oh,
hands.
it's like God, I'm right. It's like wait your turn and a lot. All the everything was full though. You couldn't even park. It's like all the things are full of people today.
Yeah, people get crazy in Colorado when it snows. It's kind of gotten worse and worse as the years have gone on. As
Yep.
far as the snow panic, the one thing I always enjoy is like the news will say, foot of snow in the San Juans, which is very far away from us.
Yep. And everybody's closing already.
Oh,
Libraries
I
are
know.
closing. Everything's closed. It's like what happens if this doesn't materialize?
And then everyone gets a snow day except for me. I got to go to work. So,
Yeah, I have to.
oh,
Ink Supers too. They're going to be open.
yeah. Yeah, no, unfortunately, right now, unless it's like actually a crazy storm, I will be going to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
No snow day for me,
Yep.
unfortunately. But
Yep.
yeah, no, I was telling some people today, though, I was like, yeah, it's funny to watch these snow panic because, like I said, the news can say a foot of snow in the San Juans,
Yeah.
which is far, far away from us,
Yes.
and people will panic. And
Yeah.
like it's bright and sunny that day,
Yeah.
and the next day, and the day out, there's no snow.
Oh.
But just because they heard the word snow, it's
Yeah.
quite fascinating. Maybe one of these days, what we'll do
Mm.
is we will do a Culz vlog during one of these snow panics
Yeah.
to share with you guys what it looks like on the inside of a store
Yeah.
during a snow panic. So if you guys want to see that, tell us in the
Yeah.
comments below. We will be happy to deliver that. Bobby, you watching any wrestling or anything?
Yeah. No, not. They're not tonight.
AEW's on tonight.
AEW will be on. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw Mercedes Monet
And I heard
debut.
she wants to come back now
She
to
just
WWE.
she just debuted on AEW tonight.
Yeah, I know, but she said hers. She doesn't know how long her time she has over there now. Wants to come back. Nope, to WWE.
Well, she said she eventually wants to come back.
Yep.
Yeah, here we go. Mercedes Monet is all elite.
Yep. And I heard Lesnar's coming back before WrestleMania.
Yeah, we'll see. I know they've kind of been sprinkling him back in, but considering I think that McMahon stuff's gonna keep coming out, I don't know. I'm sure we won't have too much Lesnar on our screens until all that is kind of
Yep.
figured out. We obviously don't know what's going on there, so we can't say too much about it. I was trying to see what else is going on with AEW. Maybe I'll go to their Facebook and see. I'll give you guys some live updates. Uh-oh. The Nuggets are up by 4 points right now
Yep.
over the Miami Heat.
Yep.
It's okay, Bobby. The Nuggets gave up more points than the Broncos tonight. Miami team.
Yeah, you watch. Lesnar's going to come out during one of the main events, probably WrestleMania.
Do you think Cody Rhodes finishes his story at all?
Yeah, I think he will.
You think so?
Yep. I think The Rock's going to turn on Roman.
I think The Rock is going to turn on Cody Rhodes again.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I wouldn't be too hard of a leap for me to make to believe that
Yep.
Cody doesn't. Because there was that one year we everyone thought Roman was going to win. You
Yep.
remember that? We watched it at Matt's house, and Brock ended up retaining the title. So trying to see what's happening in AEW so we can give you guys some live updates. Oh yeah, here's something we didn't talk about. Darby Allin apparently is taking a leave of absence from AEW to go climb Mount Everest.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy. We got some Deonna Purrazzo talking. Let's see, Will Ospreay is also on there. So we got honestly AEW's got big names. They got a new set too. It's much more colorful. Have you seen it, Bobby?
What's that?
The AEW set.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Pretty colorful.
I like it.
Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm seeing. Uh-oh. Is it snowing up there, Bobby?
No, not yet. Who's
Not yet.
they had that one kid, Perfect 10. Then they had the Undertaker's voice before.
What?
They had the Undertaker's voice when he was introduced. The Perfect 10 on AEW. They had the background as the Undertaker talking.
In AEW?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
They would get so sued if they used the Undertaker.
They did.
Oh, let's see. It says Commanders are signing. Oh, it's Bobby Wagner. Man, these news updates are so behind today. I swear, I've already talked about that one. Well, guys, it might be a short one tonight. We might hit 30 minutes and be out tonight, but we're staying on just in case there's some news that gets broken.
Where's the other guys tonight? Matt and other guys.
I'll probably work, is my guess.
Yep.
I know Matt works late on Saturday, or sorry, Wednesdays.
Yeah.
And Brandon might have been working late too, so.
Yep.
Yeah, no more news. So I think that's going to wrap it up, guys. A shorter one this week. Obviously, it's been our third one, though, of the week. So I feel like, almost, probably 3.5 hours worth that we've given you guys. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. I'm not sure if we'll be back next week. We'll come back here definitely for the draft. Maybe we'll do a WrestleMania show. So just stay tuned. Follow us on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. Those are usually where we update stuff. And hey, if you're in Colorado and it is bad, don't go out if you don't have to. Right now, obviously, it's just wet, but it's supposed to start snowing here in a couple hours. So
Yeah.
if it is bad, you don't have to go out. Don't.
I'm
Stay
not. Yeah.
home.
I'll call work in the morning if it's like that. I'll call work in the morning. I'm like, nope.
Right.
Sorry.
Yeah, we'll see what I do. I don't know yet. But all right, guys, we will talk to you here hopefully soonish. But until next time, for more Cool Sports Chat, which was yesterday, just click that link to the left.
Yep.
For more about us here at Cool's Paranormal, click that link to the right. It's a book review about 8 Days Till Sunrise by Jason Denon, a pretty extraordinary tale of survival, and a person that we're going to be interviewing on Friday. So, little tease there. Stay tuned, and don't forget to hit that like, give us a subscribe, and let us know your guys' favorite and least favorite signings of your favorite team. Maybe your favorite signing and your least favorite release, I should say. Tell us in the comments below.